What's up, YouTube? Trim with the Clippers again with another video. This time we doing a little low fade all around the head. We gonna keep the top the same, still keep his curls, and we gonna take the front down just a tad bit. Right now I'm applying my holding spray. This is gonna hold his hairline, the hair in the front of his lining still, so when I line it up, I can get that extra crispy look to it, that extra clean look. We about to go ahead and jump into this right quick. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna comb it out, comb all around it, so make sure it can lay down, and I'm making sure that it lays the way that I want it to lay, because the way of the comb the way I'm using the comb. Now I got my wall designers going against the grain. I'm gonna go around the whole head. I'm gonna make my first guideline. I go around, I'm gonna make sure it's even. Because if the guideline is even, that means the fade will be even too. You want your fade to look the same on both sides and all around. So that's what we're doing right now. Going around the whole thing. Just putting that guideline. These clippers are the wall designers, like I said before, they're all the way open. So it'll leave it like a 1 against the grain. A 1, low. It'll be low. Not bald, just leaves it low. Because some clients don't want their hair bald all around. They want it like real low. So this does it. So when they say real low, most of the time they want like 1 against the grain. Going against the grain is when you're going against the way the hair is growing. So as you can see, I'm going up, so I'm going against the grain, because going with the grain would be going down the way the hair is going. So when someone always say I want it low, not bald, 9 times out of 10 they want like a 1 against the grain. And that's exactly what we're doing right now. Putting this guideline and getting into it. Okay, now we got that out the way. I'm making sure it's even on both sides now. You want those fades to be even all around. You don't want it to be, one side high and one side low. Sometimes you'll make a little mistake or something. You go up a little bit high, but that's cool, because you always want to make room to play with it. Like, leave room for mistakes. So stay low when you're doing it, when you first starting to do it, and then work your way up. That way, if you do make any mistakes, you're cool. Now I got my 1 guard on there, and as you can see, I'm just flicking it up where I had that guideline at. I'm not going in it too much. I'm just flicking up. See, when you flick up, you're getting the bulk out. Bulk is like the heavy, thick part of the hair. I'm just flicking this out though. I'm not putting no pressure on it really. Just flicking it out with that line there. I mean, sometimes it takes a while, but it'll be gone eventually. The line will blend out. Some people look at it like, oh, the line ain't blending out, it's taking too long. All you gotta do is flick out. It'll flick out. Don't put it on there all the way, because if you put the guard on there all the way and flick out, you'll end up taking the fade up higher than you wanted it to. You didn't want that fade up high. That's a mistake. That's like a mistake you really can't fix. So right now we're going up against it. You're still flicking up both sides. The 1 guard on my wall designers. Flick up, all around. We're gonna keep flicking it up. Keep doing it. Like, this is an easier haircut, because the top, we're gonna take the top down a little bit, but this is an easy haircut because it's basically a taper. Because the top ain't really nothing but taking this little curls down, just a tad bit. But we just keeping everything smooth right now. Still got my 1 on there. I'm still flicking it up, as you can see. It looks like I'm barely touching it. I'm just flicking that little line out. Just making it smooth. See, look, barely touching it, just flicking out. Cause like, you gonna have hair on the sides that's gonna be sticking out. Like hair with people with afros and the box type look. The hair on the side is gonna be sticking out, so you kinda gotta cut that up so it'll go straight up. Cause you want it to look smooth and fresh. You don't want it to look wild and crazy looking. Like, you can still maintain a nappy look. I know some people say it look nappy, look wild, but you can maintain it to where it looks neat and decent. Some people just don't like to do it, but you can maintain it to where you have it laid out fresh. It's depend on you or not. It's what you want to do, really. So as you can see, we still flicking it out, still working at it. Go ahead, keep flicking it out still. Let y'all see it. So we not quite there yet. We still gotta do some more work. Still flicking. Still flick out, flick out. That's the main thing I tell people all the time. You flick out from the fades. You don't want to put that guard directly on there. Now this is a little different right here. I got my guard off, and what I'm doing is I'm trimming the hair up that's on the side. Like I said before, the hair that's sticking up on the side, I'm just trimming that up, flicking that out. Just going up, making sure it lays up instead of the hair sticking all out looking crazy. Cause you want the haircut to fade down and flow down. You don't want it to be looking all crazy and whatnot. Got my guard back on there and I'm flicking out. See some extra stuff where I left off at. You know, ain't nothing wrong with going over your work. Always go over your work. I advise that for every barber, go over your work. Hitting it with this side now. Flicking up, flicking up, flicking up. Like you'll move on to the next thing, and then you can go back and be like, dang. Cause you will see something that you wouldn't see until you did that second part. Like after you look over the whole haircut and analyze it, you will see what you need to go back over and what you gotta do to make that haircut pop. And it be like the smallest stuff. It be the smallest stuff that throw the whole haircut off. Simple. And on this side, we're doing the same thing as we did on the other side. Just flicking, just going up, getting that little excess hair that's sticking out on the side. We're gonna shape the top up too, but right now we need the sides to look A1, because we can't move forward unless these sides look good first. Because like with haircuts like this, you can pretty much leave the top any old way. You can leave it nappy. Like I said before, this 75% of the haircut comes from the lining. That makes 75%. 25 is the fade. The fade itself. So once you get that fade, once you get that lining on point, then that fade pretty much good. But what we're doing right now is trimming it down. I got my magic clips, wall magic clips. I like these clippers because the blade on these are a little thinner than the blade on the wall designers, which I was using before. So I can use these to shape up the hair and trim it down and leave it good and fresh. Like, I don't know if you can notice, you see this, but his hair is real curly. He have curls in his head. So what I'm doing now, he still want the curls. I'm just trimming it down, the excess hair that's sticking up, that's growing outside the curls. Cause like when you notice people with curly hair, once their hair start to grow, you can still see the curls, but you will see hair sticking up outside the curls. You just want to knock them hairs that's sticking up outside the curls down, really. Just so when you're done with it, you will see a fresh layer of curls, and that's it. So that's what we're doing right here. Just leaving the curls up there. Just trimming it all around. Now we getting them all the way together, getting them right. Making it smooth, making it nice and neat. Adjust my camera for a minute, you know. How that go? Alright, maybe getting back to it. Doing the sides again. And this is a better angle too. I had to zoom up for y'all to let y'all see it. As you can see, I'm just knocking the curls down. Just trimming it down. That's it. Just making it smooth and laying it down. You still want the curls there. Trimming it down. See how the fade and the haircut, it's not even done yet. It doesn't even look complete. But watch when you throw the lining, how everything just falls in place after you put the lining on. Like this is haircut with no lining at all. And I'm gonna show you how a lining makes a whole totally different. Makes a big difference actually. We combing it down. See, now we're cutting this hair. His mother was like, she want the front of his lining to come down because he might get some braids later on or something like that. So what we about to do is we're gonna put the one guard on our designers. Now we're gonna come down on it, just in the front where the lining is at. You don't want to go back too far. with this. Like, you notice how when people have braids or dreads with tapers, and they be having the front and the top tapered too. Like, and sometimes it be far back. Like, you don't want to go back too far with that. You want to just stay in the front and leave it kind of neat. As far as you want to go back, it's like probably an inch. That's it. When you going down on it. That way, when you line it up, the hairs that's laying down will pop and be extra crispy because you added that crispy, nice line to it. So that's what we're doing right now. We're taking this down, jumping into it, combing it. Make sure you comb it. You want to make sure everything is laying down. Make sure you're right where you at. I don't want to go back too far. I'm gonna go back over this too because I'm gonna make. After I put that lining on it, I'm gonna see how it really look. Like right now, as I'm doing it, it looks decent, but you never know. After you put that line on it, you might have to go back and take some more down. Depends on how deep you go into the lining. But I really don't go deep in my clients' linings like that. I pretty much just touch it because I use the enhancers, and that takes the place of going in too deep or too far in the hairline. So now I got my Andy's TL liners, as you can see, and I'm lining them up. I start in the back and around the ear. These liners are set perfectly, so there's no hurting, no pain, nothing like that. And here we go with the front. I start in the front. I go from right in the middle to all the way to the right. That's just my technique. I mean, you can go with your own thing if you want. Learn the way you learn. Don't go from what I'm doing. Do what works for you. If it works best for you to start in the back or on the side, go for it. We all get the same results as long as the haircut look good. That's all that matters. So as I'm going to the right, I'm touching it up just a little bit, just tapping it, leaving a little tap. Like I said, these liners are already set, pretty much already crispy. And I'm gonna use the enhancers to go over it and make it pop out. So it's really not too much you gotta go into. Now I got my Barber Magic pencil. What I'm doing is I'm just lightly tapping it a little bit. You don't put the enhancers on it too much, just lightly tap it. Then I'm gonna hit it with my TL liners again, just to go over and leave it that crispy, nice look. Just clean it up, touch it. And this is why I like to do a little extra. I like to do my tapers on the side bald. But when I do them bald, I don't go up too high. Like, I stay kind of low, not going above that ear. I stay low with it. Just put a little line in it with my liners, and I'm gonna flick it out. I got these all the way closed. My wall designers all the way closed. I'm just flicking out. Don't go up. No, when you go up high, you make sure you open them up. I got them opened up, so I'm flicking up a little bit. But I want to stay low with it. I want to keep that baldness low, just to flick out in that one little area, just so I can make the fade pop out. Like, bald tapers are the best tapers because they make the whole fade pop. Like, low tapers are cool too, but when you do a bald, you can see it. It gives it the haircut a more cleaner look. A lot of people like it like that. So I'm putting my business card on there. I'm just tapping it with my hair fibers, topic hair fibers. Just touching it a little bit, not putting on too much. His hair is pretty much dark, so I really don't need too much of the fibers. I'm just enhancing it, just putting a little bit on just to make the haircut stand out, just to modify it a little bit, Look at that, decent, A1. Now we'll do the same thing we did to that side on this side. Like I said, I started with my line in the back of my Andy's TL liners. I'm going around that ear, making everything clean, going alongside, doing everything as I did to the other side. Hitting the line again, starting with that front, and I'm gonna work my way to the left this time, getting it crispy, going around the whole thing, just touching it, just tapping it, not going in too much. All you need is a little tap. Most of the time when you know your clippers will work for you. All you gotta do is just hold them. Basically, they do the job themselves. You will learn your clippers, and you will see what they do. Like some people's clippers, if I use another barber's clippers, they might not work for me because I'm not used to them. They might be too sharp for me, or they might not be cutting good to me at all because they not my clippers. But once you know your tools, you will know everything. You can do. It's like the back of your hand once you know all your tools, how they operate, how they work. It's like with some barbers hate getting new clippers. Like if I break my liners or something, I'm gonna be mad because now I gotta buy a new blade and I gotta adjust it and get that same feel that I had before. And I might not have that same feel, so I might have to get used to that. It's gonna probably take me a few days to get used to it. But you know, that's how the game go. So we just touching it on there. I put my magic pencil on there and I touched it a little bit. And right now we just doing a ball taper. About to blend all this out. Like I said, it's about to give it an extra crispy pop. I'm just flicking it up. And you notice I'm just doing it on the sides. I'm not really going around the whole thing doing the ball taper. I just do it on the sides because the sides and the front is what people notice. When you see somebody, when somebody see you and they notice a good haircut, the first thing they notice is that line, and the second is that fade. Because they go see the front of the haircut before they see the back of it. That front line gives everything away. It'll tell you. When people walk up to you and say, "Damn, that's a nice haircut," they don't walk up, they don't tap you on the back of their certain shoulder and be like, "Hey, that's a nice haircut." They being right in front of you, and they see that lining, and they see that side has faded. Then they be like, "Yeah, that's a nice haircut you got." So that's why I just do the sides really. When they say low fade, I make it all around low, but when I'm doing this taper, I just do that on the sides. That's a little trick I do, a little ball taper on the sides, just to stand out a little bit. But you know, everybody got their tricks of the trade. This is what makes you unique. Every barber is different because every barber is unique in their own different way. That's why I don't understand when people say, "Oh, he cut better than him," or "he cut better than him." No, we all got a certain technique that we go by. And everybody's technique is different. So you might like my technique, you might not like my technique. You might like somebody else's, and don't like mine. But you know, that's the way it go. Cause somebody gonna like your technique. But yeah, YouTube, this wraps it up for this video. Yo, y'all like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna keep dropping every 2 days for y'all. Cause y'all know how the game gonna go. And I'm gonna keep giving y'all these crispy haircuts too, giving y'all all the knowledge I know, all the game y'all know, all the game I know. Y'all give me the game y'all know, comment, you know, let me know what's up. And we gonna keep this ball rolling, we gonna keep the movement going, we'll keep dropping these videos. Yeah, and that's about it. And let's y'all go ahead and check this out though. Peace out.